As a lead provider and generating leads as my kind of professional vocation, one of the things I'm always trying to figure out or test or validate is like, how do we get a higher contact rate? How do we help our clients, our lead buyers to actually get more of these leads on the phone? One of the interesting things that we've started to survey and test is just this concept of what is the preferred contact method. So before I get into sort of some of the research that we found and doing some surveys, I first want to give you some tactics that you can introduce into your own system so that if you don't have this information, you can help discover it. So this concept of multi-channel outreach, leading with a text, then following with an email, and then making a phone call. By using multiple channels and doing them at relatively the same time, and then of course campaigning in a way that you interchange those different contact methods throughout your outreach and your follow-up, you will start to detect a pattern with that specific lead, that specific customer, what their preferred channel is. They'll either only and always answer you on text and never email, never answer your phone call, but are happy to maybe send you an email and schedule a time. You will be able, by using this multi-channel approach, you'll start to detect those patterns and preferences. However, we like to lead with some data and research. So one of the things that we've started doing is every time we generate a lead, we do two things. One, alongside of the client, we actually do a text message that says, hey, this is Bill Rice from My Perfect Mortgage, and we just matched you with ABC Lender. They'll be giving you a call or a text message in the next few minutes. We also send an email. We don't actually do a phone call, but we send an email and a text message, and we've been measuring the response rate. As you might expect, text messages have the highest response rate. We're somewhere between 40 to 60% on the response to that initial text message, because we also ask them a question, right? A survey. So that shows you that generally customers that are filling out lead forms, at least on our platform, would prefer or are being more responsive to text messages. Then in addition, we have been surveying them and asking them, what do they prefer? Text, email, or phone call for the initial outreach. And this has become confirmational, at least in my opinion, but maybe a little bit surprising to you. 60% of those folks say they would prefer to be initially contacted by text message, another 30% by email, and then only 10% by phone. And that, of course, makes sense. I think just generationally and just normal sort of protocol or preferences of consumer and behaviors have changed. Like, I think people think that phone calls are intrusive, and they think actually text message is the most considerate way to get on people's schedule. And then I think that is the second thing. I think people want control of their schedule, and a text message and email allows them to take control of the timing of that communication.